So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. Okuebuna. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And he stopped immediately there. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This is Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Block off of play action. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal. Here's Locke to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room to work. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. 103 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14 to nothing. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14 to nothing. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 69 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. Always got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call.
If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Here's Eason to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. On the carry, it's Boone. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now Rippon. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down now. Boom. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Rippon. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Eason. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Escapes the defender. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Rippon. Out to his left. And going for Hamlin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Eason. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Eason. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Broncos 21, Seahawks 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Eason. Rolling to his right. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll run with Penny. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Eason sets to throw it. That one to Swain, complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing is Eason. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2nd and 5 now. Eason forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Eason. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with Boone here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 60 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Eason to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Thompson here, complete. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 3rd down, Penny. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.